Peace, good people. This is Dr. Jeffrey Hubbard, and this is day 59 of the 2020 Commemorative Fast, recognizing my mother, Evelyn Hubbard, and everything that she did in my life and the life of others. Ooh, man, it has been a couple of weeks, hasn't it, guys? I mean, first we hear about the tragic shooting of Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia, and then now everything on all of the media outlets is surrounding George Floyd and his altercation with the Minneapolis Police Department. Uh, it's been challenging. It's been about 2 weeks since I've added any videos to the collection, and primarily that's because it's just been challenging to keep focused amidst all the things that I got going on. Now my entire social media feed is filled with um, so much stuff that I don't find to be positive, uplifting, and optimistic, right? In a lot of instances, it's all about opinions from moms, from brothers and sisters, from uncles and aunties, and people are um, who love black men and who have just found this to be such a horrific tragedy. And I empathize in a lot of ways, obviously because of my complexion and my gender, but also because I'm a student of the history of the United States and the history of the world, for that matter, and it just doesn't seem like things are improving sometimes, and so I've chosen to really protect my energy, protect my spirit, protect my psychology and my emotions by kind of turning some of this stuff off. But I'd be remiss if I didn't say something, and so here we are. And I think it's so valuable to touch on a few points. Number one, um, these sorts of stressors, um, being black in America, so to speak, is a stressor in itself. Being exposed to these sorts of videos and this sort of content is stressful in itself. And these sorts of stressors actually are capable of challenging our immune function, right? It makes us immunosuppressed. And so, could this possibly be part of the reason why it seems as though African Americans, melanated people, are dying at a higher rate to after being exposed to COVID or contracting the coronavirus? We still don't have all the statistics. We still don't have a complete understanding of exactly what's going on. But it seems as though the preliminary studies are showing that people who have high blood pressure and take hypertensive drugs, and those individuals who are immunocompromised or have pre-existing conditions, are the ones that are succumbing to the virus. And wow, what a correlation, right? Could it be possible that the stresses of these sorts of altercations with law enforcement and the subsequent effects of how that challenges our mental and emotional health, could that be the reason why our immune systems are compromised in certain instances, and why there's a higher morbidity and mortality rate for African Americans? So I just want to take a moment, guys, to kind of share some of my thoughts on how to be more productive with your mental health, with your psychological health, with your emotional health, because obviously this is a crisis. And so to pile on top of the pandemic and social distancing and staying at home and the kind of economic crisis that's going on associated with social distancing, to pile on top of that now two more tragic situations involving unarmed black men and law enforcement, or in the case with Ahmaud Arbery, a little bit of social law enforcement, how to say, if that's even a relevant term. But this is just unbelievably stressful is what I'm getting at. And I think it's so valuable to take a moment to, again, journal your thoughts, meditate, take a breather, take some time in the park, take some time alone, take some time to do things that you love to do, that make you happy, that make you feel good. Maybe turn on a comedic movie or something that you know is going to make you crack up and laugh and be in a better emotional and mental state of health. Find things that make you feel joyful and hold on to those, cling to those. Hold on to your loved ones in instances like this, because those are the things that are going to help you to be in a better state of health. Guys, do not stress eat, right? Do not increase your alcohol intake. Do not increase perhaps drug usage or the use of tobacco or caffeine products. Try to keep that to a minimum. Don't kind of put a band-aid on it with these sorts of substances, because at the end of the day, it's not putting you in a better state of health. It's actually challenging your health. And so just guys, continue to be mindful of all of the things we talked about throughout the last 59 days, right? About how to eat, about where to eat, what time to eat. Also, how to protect yourself from contracting the virus by washing your hands and maintaining clean surfaces and things like that in the areas that you're going to frequent. And also just be knowledgeable of your journaling process and getting your thoughts out on paper. You'd be surprised how powerful that is when it comes to explaining to yourself, for yourself, where you are mentally and emotionally. All right. So we'll be doing a couple of more videos. I am winding down the fast. I definitely will have a full recap of everything so that you guys can be knowledgeable about all the stuff that's taken place over the last couple of months, and how beneficial this fast has been. Guys, I actually don't know where I would be if it wasn't for my dedication and my discipline to this fast, because wow, it has really been challenging the last couple of weeks. All right, guys, but I'll see you soon on the next video.